Hello, everybody. Frank's here. How's it going, Frank? Nice time? Means you can join. Yes, we did it for you, Frank. Did it for you. And that reminded me, seeing your name there, made me wonder, am I up to date? And is that new wLED link bit included yet? I think it might not be for until the next one, right? If I go to one of these, yeah, it's not yet, right? Not yet. But it will be soon. 11, yeah, beta. Join the beta. Oh, beta's so scary. It's Halloween. You can't say scary words like beta. Hey, Blackadder's here too. How's it going? Do it now. Join the beta now, really? Oh, man. I don't have like a practice instance. I can't mess things up, man. Hey, Martin, how's it going? Happy Halloween, everybody. Early today. Oh, your clock changed too? Oh, fantastic. Well, ours didn't change. Ours changed last month. It's easy? Oh, Frank. Bad influence on me is what you are. Pending a restart. Restart home is required. Manage UI. Oh. Well, I guess since we have to restart, maybe we should just join the beta. Okay, step 1. We're going to join the beta. We're doing it live. I'll be happy. Okay, great. Hey, how's it going, Sir Good Enough? And it feels good to be back like in my regular abode, to be back in my normal stream cave here. We're gonna work on getting the Hobbit hole a bit more teed up for streaming. I need to have like a second monitor and some things, but it feels good to be back. All right, join the beta channel right here of the supervisor. Is that the only one? Okay. Quite an issue with DST change in Europe. Oh, and home system. Oh, no, really? Really? There's a problem with the daylight savings time and home assistant. Oh, man, in Europe. Well, that's a bummer. Isn't daylight savings kind of dumb? Don't you think we could all just vote to stop doing it? It's like old. Like it's we don't all work in the fields anymore and stuff. So, okay, Frank says press this big red button right here. So let's do it. Frank's here. If I screw it up, he can help me fix it. How's it going, Alan? UK calling. Paul says hello. How's it going? Which Paul? All of them? Yeah, it is, right? Daylight savings is super dumb. I don't know if there's more than one. I know I lived in Arizona for a long time, and they don't do daylight savings. They don't change based on that. So it's good. No data after 2 o'clock. Real? Oh. Go to dashboard and reload the page. Okay. Reload the page. I'm just clicking. Just clicking. Oh, here we go. Now we can join the beta. Which one should we do first? Oh my gosh, we got to do the operating system and the supervisor and the core. Oh, there's dashboard. Now I see what you're saying. You'd think I'm brand new at this. What do you mean, if you screw up? Couldn't resist. I understand, Mark. I don't take it personal. Okay, let's go with update on the supervisor first. Just the core. Oh, home assistant core. Okay, we'll update that. Great. We can do a backup, sure. Unknown error. Maybe what if we take off the backup? No? Take off the backup. Yeah. I have a backup from this morning. I still get backups every morning, so I have a backup that's about 4 hours old. I haven't changed anything in quite a while. Epic. Fail. Where's my fail button? Come on, baby. Boom. Killed my SD card again, Vanessa. I'm sorry. Now, since we got Frank here, and I'm pretty sure that this has been a thing, but I have not been paying attention to it because there's been so much other new hardware. But running a Raspberry Pi, Home Assistant on a Raspberry Pi, and then using an external hard drive, like a USB-based hard drive, is functional, right? I mean, that you can do that so that these SD card suicides are over, right? Should be. But I haven't done it. Yes, see, stop using SD cards. So I would bet that the process is laid out somewhere around here. Right? When you go to getting started, installation, that's probably fine. If you're using a Raspberry Pi, suggested hardware, ideally get one that is, okay, so SD card reader post part of the laptop, so you can purchase a USB adapter. I wonder if it's on here. Is it on here, Frank? This is some of the instructions, but what about how to use it? Okay, just Google. Could do the Google. Man, my retinas are burning. Sorry, I turn that down a little bit. Oh. Home Assistant crashed today due to a time change. Dang, that's a bummer. Get off the SD card, yeah. There we go. Frank's got the link for us. I can find it. I know you can, Vanessa, but we'll show it. We'll go. Here's the link. Frank's got the link for everybody right there. So yeah, this is the thing to do. And there was somebody else that was just asking me questions about it on Discord because they had a same problem. But fortunately, and I'm sure Vanessa, you're in this same boat. You got backups, so it does suck to have your card crash and have to go through that whole process. But I think everybody now is doing backups. I think that's pretty standard these days. Dawson's here to put a shirt on for us. So we have a special event today. We're just waiting for all the kids to be ready, but look at this. Dun, da, da, da. And I know my address is on it. I don't care. Dun, da, 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 da. We got the silver button is here. The silver button. No, you're not opening it.
No.
Okay, good. I don't know. You've been a little squirrely this morning. You've been a little squirrely, so I'm not sure exactly what you're going to do. Say thanks for the awesome videos. You're welcome. Installing my first permanent holiday LED this week, and thanks to the video and a few other channels. Awesome. Okay, Home Assistant has restarted, or restarting. Few sensors in your collection, priming them up to multitask. What are backups? No fun, no risk, no fun. So about, let's see, Real Studio, Justin. So the permanent holiday lights, I went back and watched the original video. I don't say the original video, but it was the one that ends up being the most popular usually. Where is it? Why is it not playing? It's probably not playing because we're live. But you know the one I'm talking about, right? The one that's a couple years old and it's got like 700,000 views or something. And that video, I watched it, and it's everything is accurate up to about 10 minutes. 10 minutes, I start talking about the power supplies and to give you some advice on the current calculations, which is still fine, but wLED does a more accurate job of calculating the current. So at 10 minutes, I start talking about that. And then at 12 minutes, I start talking all about controllers, and the controller stuff has changed so much. And so all that stuff, like from minute 12, thank you. I'm not going to eat one right now, but thank you very much. From minute 12 in that video to the end, really, it all needs to be replaced. It all needs to be replaced because that whole process, what is available for controllers, what you have to do to get a controller set up, I think we can take care of. Dawson is just joined in the party. Okay. That is sick indeed. Something for Dr. ZzZ to check out as well. Ooh, what is it? What is it? Silver play button. Oh, yeah. Thanks. Upgrade is complete. Go to config screen device. Click a wLED device. Okay. Config device. And click a wLED device. I have a few devices. There we go. wLED. Let's pick one that I can see right here, just since it's it's not going to show up as my desk lights. This won't work. Okay, now this is the button, right? Visit device. Check it out. Check it out. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, no need to search for your IP address. No need to worry if your IP address changes. It will update automatically. And here you have right there in Home Assistant the ability to access the full wLED user interface anytime you want. Frank, you are the master. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you can't see them, but I have over here on my desktop, I'll move them a little bit so you can see them. I have multiple little links that I have had to keep handy so that I could quickly go to the full wLED user interface like this, because sometimes there's some things that you want to change, that you want to do, and it's not quite as easy in some of the control options in Home Assistant. So I do that because I'm used to this. It's nice. It's easy. Most of the simple stuff you can do in Home Assistant, but if you want to like set up a whole new effect and a new preset and some of that stuff, look at the configuration, change some things, you got to go to this user interface. So, but now we've got it all right here. So this is part of Home Assistant 2111, right? So you got to be on 2110. Right? Wait, no. What are we on now? I think we're on 11 beta. Yeah. 2111. So once this becomes not beta, that'll be the standard thing. But until then, Frank Fabulous. Nice. I like it, Martin. I like it. He is Frank Fabulous. Try changing the icon of an entity. Ooh. Oh, really? Oh, really? Let's see. Let's go back here. Go back here. Changing the icon, huh? What happens when you do that? It doesn't have to be wLED probably, but let's just go here. Let's see. If we go to an entity, let's just go here. Just grab probably just about anything, huh? I can change it back. Okay, let's just grab one of these. Changing the icon. Icon? Oh, what? What? Oh my gosh, this is fantastic. Okay, so for anybody who hasn't ever tried to change the icons, oh my gosh, Frank, it's a good thing you're in the Netherlands. I would kiss you. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. So prior to this, what you had to do was open up like the MDI icons website and search through there and try and find one that you like and then pick it. Now we've got them all right here. You could just go to icon under your entities and you can change the icon to something else. Oh my gosh. I've not created this, just to be clear. Okay, well, who did create it? We'll give them all the credit, but man, you can search through the icons as well. Yes, you can. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. What a man. These are fun. Like these are ones I've never even seen before. Look how good this icon is. The pier crane. We need a few more of those in the US, don't we? Now it's easy. That's right. Now it is easy. What about the old times? That is amazing. Cool. Oh, I changed it. I didn't mean to change it. Oh, let's look. Let's find one for an eye. There's supposed to be an eye, so let's find MDI eye. Yeah, sure. Because this is the lights on my Dragon. It actually should still work. We just haven't turned it on in a long time. Yeah, sure enough. They still come on. Huh. I don't know why I don't light that up more. I might have to move that to the other side of the wall. I'm giving serious thought to replacing the green screen back here with some other stuff. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, there's the DrZzs eye. DrZzs is the name of the dragon on the wall over here. Awesome. More guesswork, if not looking it up. Yep. Hey, Scarlax, how are you doing, man? I haven't talked to you in forever. How you been? All right. Where's our kids? We're going to open up this thing or what? We got to get Zoe and stuff. Make the announcement, do you think? Can you just go tell them? Fine. Yeah, go see if mom wanted to be ready too. So 500 new icons in the last 2 releases. That is so cool. Well, that makes it a lot of fun when you do, some of these things. You can put new icons on a lot of this stuff. My Solar Edge is crapped out. Is something changed with Solar Edge? I'm wondering if it's an API problem or a settings problem, or I'm wondering if it's very possible I need to actually go outside and check, because it looks like until this, it looked like it was all still coming in, but the inverter is outside, and it's very possible that some kids have flipped a switch and turned off my inverter. Open it. I have to see that thing. Thank you, Reagan. Yes, we will. The name of the entity changed. Oh, okay. You can now change the entity names in the UI. Breaking change for this release. Oh, I see. So should I find it here? Would I find it here? Solar Edge Lifetime Energy, this one. What was it? What was it in my Energy Today? Oh, okay. Come on now. Edit. There we go. So this one should now be Lifetime Energy. Yeah, oh! Except Lifetime Energy. I don't know if I want Lifetime Energy. I want something else. That's a lot of energy. Current power, Lifetime Energy. Well, I'm sure we have others, right? I'll look it up. But that's good to know that somebody didn't just turn my switch off and my solar panels actually are not working. They actually are working. Ah, it's so bright. Configuration, integration, Solar Edge. Integrations. Solar Edge. Oh, yeah, there's a whole bunch. Status. Unavailable. Unpack the box. Okay. We got, how many are we missing? Mom and Holly. Okay. Well, a few more minutes for Mom and Holly to get here. Well, those aren't available. I'll sort that out. Frank says, get to the box. How's it going, Stove Doctor? Happy Halloween, Joseph. All right. What do you got back there? Show them what we got. What do we got?
We got our address, which is beep, 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 beep. And then
disabled entities. You can enable the ones you'll need. Oh, sweet. Okay. Let's go back to that then while we're waiting. Integrations, Solar Edge. So I can this. Oh yeah, not Holly, but we're everybody else. Wait, do I need to enable entities? Gotcha. I don't want to. Do I want to enable them all? I'm not sure I do. Let's not necessarily enable them all. Let's just find like this one, Energy Today, and then we can select it, and then we can enable it, and then we can update now. It'll be added to Home Assistant in 30 seconds. Sweet. Okay, is everybody here?
yeah.
Okay. So, I wonder if we have a different view. Hold on. I think we have a different view where we can do something a little bit bigger. No, that doesn't really get bigger.
Where are we hanging?
No. Wow, it's big. Whoa. Here's what we're going to do. Hold on, we're going to change this for a second. Wait, we're going to do this. We're going to move the crops.
Whoa.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Now we got the whole room. Okay, the whole room's here. Come on over this way, Zoe. There's lots of room. Who's? You want to see it? Okay. Okay, we're going to see it. Here it is. YouTube silver play button. We need something sharp. Almost cut myself. Okay.
You can't say that word.
I can't say knife.
Ah! You gotta say tissue with it.
I love it. Dawson's got a shop class, and they're making ping pong ball accelerators, not the G word. Okay, we ready? We ready? Drum roll.
It's like a faucet.
Hey! Wait a minute. Okay, Zoe, you take that part off. This is all you. You did this.
She's not even in the video.
Oh, here's a nice letter. And there. Wow, it's bigger than I thought. What do you think? Pull it out. Whoa.
It's like see-through. You can see everything.
Wow.
There's your
That is pretty cool.
Daddy got fly.
That is pretty cool. Let's check it out.
That's awesome.
They spelled your name right.
I spelled it.
Oh, you did?
Presented to DrZzs for passing 100,000 subscribers, it says. Man, that thing is like a mirror.
That's
Don't
awesome.
touch it. It used to be way different.
Did
It
they?
used to be like an actual button and then frame.
Oh, wow.
Can you hold it?
It's cool. They said you can order, they'll send you one for free and then you can order others, they said.
If each of your subscribers were a light year, they could take you from one side of the Milky Way to the other.
Okay, so that's funny. If it's the very first line. If each of your subscribers were a light year, they could take you from one side of the Milky Way to the other. That's far. That's what it says. And that's why we're so excited to celebrate your special YouTube journey with you. Not only have you brought a unique voice and style to the world, you've also created valuable connections and built a community along the way. Oh, that's very nice. In that spirit, YouTube is proud to present you with the Silver Creator Award, which celebrates your hard work and incredible achievement. Congratulations on this amazing milestone, just one of many that we hope will follow in the future. Aw, awesome. Think so.
Wait, Dad.
Zoe said, hey, let's put some pink lights on the house. And this is what happened. Huh.
Now we're on your representative.
Now it's every Sunday. Oh, that's fantastic. Yay. Thanks, everybody. Yay.
1, 2, 3,
Yay!
Congratulations, honey.
Wait,
Thank
Dad,
you.
what's your next goal?
I don't think I'm going to get to 1 million. Thank you. I don't think I'm going to get to 1 million.
Why
Not gonna
not?
live that long.
I don't know. That's a long
Where
way
are
to
you gonna
go.
Put that?
Where am I going to put it?
You should put it up
Good
there.
question. Good question.
On the
Okay,
other
let's see if we can go back to this. Oh my gosh.
Hey, can you hold it
Fail.
up? Can you hold it up so I can take a picture with it? And
Oh yeah, hold on one sec. I gotta fix the camera real quick here.
oh, there's something wrong.
Yeah,
My tongue is red. Best friend.
just gotta put the filters back on. There we go. Okay, back to normal.
I
Okay,
just want it with your.
the button.
Yeah.
Come here, Zoe.
What?
Get in here. Why?
Get in, get in.
Come on, come on.
Okay, sorry. 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah,
No, Mom.
yeah, that's good.
Oh, look, let's
You're
try
not-
that.
You're about get your. You just got your eyeballs in. Oh,
Thank you guys so much.
thank you. Okay, yes, thank you to all of you guys. I'm still trying to be 1,000. Any helpers out there? Let's get to go to what are we fixing today and subscribe for sure. He's got good stuff on there. I'm sure I am. Yes, I'm sure I am. Well deserved. Thank you, Martin. All right.
Where are you gonna put it?
I don't know. Wow, I can see myself in it. It's like a mirror.
My tongue is red.
It's like
It
a
used to be
mirror.
like an actual like play button, like this big. No.
Oh, really?
No. Oh,
This is pretty cool. This is a pretty neat little plaque. Big plaque, actually. Are we in the background of the picture?
Never.
Yes.
Me and Holly are never gonna get that many subscribers.
Oh, you might. You might.
Never.
If you want to, you can. It's all
Don't post
in
ever.
how much. Yep. It takes a lot of posting, and you just kind of got to be lucky. I got lucky, I think. I got lucky and found a topic that people were really interested in at the time that they were really interested in it, and it's turned into this. So
YouTube,
thank you to all of you. Thank you. Not only because I'm sure each of you that's watching right now is a subscriber, and most have been for a long time, but you've also given me reason to keep going when maybe the excitement of it had faded from time to time. So thank you guys for doing that. Thank you. Hard earned. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Mike. All right. Well, that was fun. So let's get back. I want to fix this. I bet you I can fix this now. I'm going to grab this here. Copy that. We're going to go back here. We're going to go here. Edit this. And then I did have a couple of topics for today. Now we're energy today. And nothing so far, but it probably just hasn't updated, right? Hard work. Awesome to see. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Vanessa. How much to buy a second one? You should buy it for the... Oh, good idea. Totally. I can't imagine it's too much, but I think you're totally right, Martin. I think this should be hanging up at the Hoobit hole. For sure. For sure. Sir, my wallet has decreased in size since watching you. Sorry, Raspy. Yes, I'm sure that's the case. Vaguely remember the 500,000 tour. How long ago was that? It's over a year. It's like a year and a half. It took a long time. You and Paul Hibbert keep me interested. Oh, thanks, Alan. Thanks. I know that I've said many times in the past 6 months or more that I'm going to post more videos. And I still have not gotten there. I still want to. That's all I can say. The 500 house tour, indeed, yes. The 100,000 tour was more like the Hobbit hole tour. We could call it that. But, so many things have not changed. Oh, Ryan, thank you. Fun for the second one. Thank you, Ryan. Awesome. Ooh, that looks like, I like your picture there. You got big old slices of pizza. And you're like flinging pixie dust on it or cheese or something. That looks awesome. Makes me hungry. That looks like some good pizza. Thank you very much, Ryan. Super, super appreciate that. Yeah, let's buy another one. Put one up at the Hoobit hole. I like it. Avalos, how's it going, man? So I think it's time for another house tour for 100,000. I think you're right. Did I do it live that time? But see, so much things have not changed in the house. Just reviewed the SwitchBot device, which looks good with unique features. Oh, cool. It's tough to get on a schedule. It is tough to get on a schedule. It is. And so many things, and so many good things have taken the place of posting regular videos. Very good pizza. Unfortunately, place is closed now in San Francisco. Oh, boo. Oh, Martin, thank you very much. Ditto, Hobbit hole. Oh, thanks, Martin. Thank you very much. My goodness. I don't know how much it costs. It can't be that much. It can't be too much. Still good to have an up-to-date one. Yeah, true. And it would be good because I can talk through why I changed some things. Because there are some things that I have changed. And what you will see in a house tour, if I go around and do a house tour, I think what I did last time was I just did it on my phone, right? I just said, okay, we're going to do a 100,000 subscriber house tour and we're going to do it on our mail. I'll do it. And I will, I'll do it and I will, I'll have to warn Mrs. Z's because she will want to clean it up. And the 12-hour stream was about 20 hours. The 12-hour stream was about 10 hours short. You are so right about that too. I've got to do a 12-hour stream. I got to get one in. We're like 3 months past due now. And adding them up just doesn't count. Two house videos then. Oh, did I? Am I running Home Assistant on the Pi? No, sir. I'm running Home Assistant on the Home Assistant Blue. You really liked the house tour? Okay, Ryan, I'll do it again. I'll go back through it. 12 streams of Christmas. That is a must. That is an absolute must. I've had a great time doing 12 streams of Christmas. We got to start coming up with some topics. Let's come up with some topics. I got here a piece of paper. What topics you guys want? A night tour with the lights on? Okay, so let's list some topics here. And actually, if you guys, what's the best way, Sir Good Enough, for them to post something? I guess if we put it in the questions, we put it in the ask maybe, so that we can keep all the topics in a certain place. But I would love to have some topic requests for 12-hour stream, 12 streams of Christmas. Hey, Chris, how's it going? How's are you Chris that's doing the mega tree right now that's been going to come to my house for a long time. Haven't been able to make it lately. Chris Peterson, it is a reasonably generic name, so hopefully that's the same guy I'm thinking. Pre-broadband, would we still need a config.sys file in Home Assistant? Alan, I wish I knew what that was. I wish I knew what you're talking about. Ask goes away into the stream. Oh, does it? Okay. Well, then it's probably not the great thing. So we can just talk about it, and I can write some things down. That'll work. What do you use for a power usage meter? Contis says power usage meter. Let me put that down as a topic because I still think it's a very good one, and I need to put one in the Hobbit hole too. Power usage meter. So I'm not gonna go into these right now because my tendency, you say a word like power usage meter and I'm like ready to go into a 30-minute explanation of what I do and stuff. Put them here and tag me and I'll grab them. There you go. Thank you, Sir Goodenough. Put them in the chat, and Sir Goodenough will put them in a list. Home Assistant to work as a home security system. Yes, home security system. Gosh. Okay, great. I like this. Tool video. Energy saving automations would be a nice topic for a stream. I like that too. Energy saving. You know what I've realized with when we started doing home. Whoa! Thank you, Scarlax. Thank you very much. That's super cool. Thank you very much. A magic smoke video. I released some magic smoke yesterday, but the camera wasn't running. I've actually released magic smoke a couple times recently. Some of it wasn't magic smoke, it was sparks. The magic smoke I released yesterday was a strip of LEDs. I was troubleshooting. Hold on, I'm writing some of these down. Tags are good enough on these so that he can see. So when you put it in there, magic mirror dashboard. I was troubleshooting some. I've got a whole box. It's getting smaller, but I've got a whole box of devices that people send back, and they say, "Hey, this wasn't working," and I'm like, "Okay, well, let me, send it back, and I'll see if I can figure it out." And in the meantime, send them a new one. DrZzs Electro Boom collab. That'll be super fun. And I was doing some of that testing yesterday, and I set up a nice little rig so that I could, quickly move between devices and hook them up to LEDs that I know are good. And I was going through ways of checking the 12-volt side versus the 5-volt side and all that. And I got distracted. Big surprise. I got distracted for a minute. And I connected some 5-volt LED strip to 12 volts, and you could smell it. I mean, it was like, psst, they made noise and they could smell the burning stuff. And I tried like cutting out a section of the LEDs that I had burned. I figured, because I could see, where they were physically burned, and I tried cutting those out and reconnecting. Still smelled, still stunk, it still was burnt. So, just keep telling Maddie that you've invented a free energy machine. Oh. Getting started with Node-RED for scared noobs like myself. Oh, Node-RED's not so bad. And as soon as we say Node-RED, you know what happens. Blade's ears perk up wherever he is in the world. Node-RED. Node-RED is good. I actually I've gotten a hang of Node-RED quite a bit better than I had before. How to automate the house and keep the wife happy. Oh my gosh. That would take more than 12. That would take more than 12 streams.
Difficult.
Very difficult.
I was supposed to give this to you on your birthday, and I never got a phone for it.
Okay. What you got? Oh, baby, I love it. Aww.
So I got one yesterday at the store because I remembered.
Oh, you're so sweet to me. I love you so much. That is a great picture. So Zoe just gave me this. This was for my birthday. She gave it to me. And this is a picture of us at the beach when she was super little, probably 2 years old or something. And she colored it. This was like on an app or something, on a phone app?
Yeah.
Oh,
I did it multiple times.
oh, that is so fun. Sweet girl.
I didn't know what to get you, so I did that.
I love
had
it.
That picture for like ever since your birthday, but we were on vacation on your birthday, right? And so I never got a frame for it.
Stuff like that is just getting more and more precious. So fun. You know what's next? I don't know if you can do that one. You can?
Yeah.
What do you think the face would look like? Would you be able to do the faces? The nice thing about this one is we didn't have to do the faces. It looks really cool without the faces. Oh. Thank you. Happy belated birthday. Thank you, Ryan. Oh, my sweet girl. I love that. It's so fun. Oh. Ideas for wLEDs around the house under cabinet lights, home theater lights, more places for LEDs. I like that too. More places for LEDs. Wiring of your solar installations. Oh, yes. So what we'll have to have is a whole tour of the whole energy building up at the Hoobit hole. Actually, let's come back to this one for a minute because I've got some solar panels here and it's part of the, you had a birthday? You were born after all, not manufactured. Maybe, I don't know. That was the day that they flipped the switch, I guess. Aren't they the greatest, Peter? Especially these. And you know, our little kids are not so little anymore, you know? Ooh, the Murphy door. Planning yours? Nick, are you getting it from Murphy door or are you getting it from somebody else? And you can get the hardware. You went through that whole process. Did you go there and all that stuff? Any luck getting the Dig ink? Me? Oh, Dig Uno's in stock. Nick, I have... Quindor says, and I'm surprised he's not here, but Quindor says, he says early November. So early November, we should be getting them. I have a handful. One of the things I'm going to do with these, as I go through these and I test the ones that are good, I'm going to sell them. I don't have any reason to keep them. They will be steeply discounted because a lot of them are like first generation or homemade Dig Unos. So, they'll be, you know, price of shipping plus a few bucks or something. It won't be much. So, and it won't be, some of them are like, I think they're still useful. Like I found two yesterday where, and I'll probably find more like this. The voltage, regulator that goes from 5 volts or from 12 volts to 5 volts was bad. So if you hook up 12 volts, nothing happens. Or if you put the jumper on 12 volts, nothing happens. Like it doesn't work. But if you put it on 5 volts, it does. So 5 volts works. So I put a little sticker on it that says 5 volts only. Still useful, still worth a few bucks to somebody, right? And it doesn't do anybody any good for me to hold on to it until it's absolutely worthless. So might as well, you know, get these things into the hands of people who would use them. And I actually have a whole closet full of stuff. If you watch Hookup Rob's video, he did a good video a while back about Reolink, because he was getting some grief from people who were saying, "Oh, you're just a shill. Reolink is paying you. That's why you're saying they're so great." And he showed his closet of all these cameras that people have sent him. And I don't even look at those emails anymore. I don't even open them when somebody says, "Hey, you want to test our whatever?" I don't even bother to look at them because it happens, right? They just send it and send it and send it. And a lot of times they'll say, "Oh, I want you to do a video." And then there was somebody who had something that I was actually interested in. And I had written them back and I said, "Okay, I could review that." And they wrote back and they said, "Okay, here's what it's going to be. You know, you're going to do this. You're going to do this. You're going to give us the video to review before you post it and blah, blah, blah." And I was like, no. Anyways, all that being said, I have a bunch of extra stuff that I'm not using that is doing nobody any good sitting in my closet. So oh, wow. That was just to tell me that something arrived at my mom's house. I even still get those emails. SwitchBot is on a marketing streak right now, for example. Yeah. I don't even answer the SwitchBot ones, even the good ones, like companies that I really, anyways. But my point is, I've got a lot of stuff that I can get rid of and get out to people that could make some use of it. So that's what I'm going to do. I've thought about, well, do I do like prizes, or do I just say, $5 and I'll send it, $5 in shipping and I'll send it to you, or something like that. So I'm gearing up for that. This is the first step, is going through all of these and testing them and making sure that, what's working and what's not, and throwing away what's not working. And this, for all of you guys that donated earlier today when we were talking about getting a second play button, I didn't do anything for you. So here are some unicorns. $12 streams of Christmas material. You mean to get to give those away or something? That's a good idea. That would be good. Could be Christmas. Yeah, be Santa. Oh my gosh, Frank, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Gifting out all these things. Gifting out these odd devices. I like that. I'll have to... do you guys ever do white elephant gift parties? No, nobody probably did last year, because nobody did any Halloween or Christmas parties last year. But the white elephant gift parties are pretty fun, where everybody brings something that's kind of usually less desirable, and you have to trade them around or whatever. Oh, wait, hey, my notifications went away for my Alexa media player. Why don't I have any notifications? Did I dismiss them? That's weird. She wants a video about a gift guide, Christmas gift guide for smart home enthusiasts. Oh my gosh. Okay. Smart homers. I like smart homers as a name for us. Need advice on how to make my wife allow me to install more wLED lights. Yes, we definitely have more wLED projects on the list. I saw in Quindor's Discord, I saw somebody who had done a really cool job of putting lights like under the cabinets. I think a lot of people like those. The ladies of our lives or whatever like some neat lights in places that they are, without trying to be like total jerk and say women are always in the kitchen. But where they my wife's, one of her favorite things, and I should probably update it, is we have those lights around the perimeter in our bedroom, and it's just crown molding white lights. But if they were strips or something, or even pixels, because they could sit down in the crown molding. And indirect lights, yeah, indirect lights are stylish, that's for sure. Double Control V in the closet. A chat with the doctor, the teacher, the Brit, and Lewis about where the IoT landscape is going and how it impacts home system. Oh, the doc. So me, Rob, the Brit. Which one's the Brit? Oh, Paul, and Lewis. Which one's Lewis? Oh yeah, Lewis. Oh yeah, about where IoT landscape is going. That would be fun. So maybe some guest speakers for the 12 streams of Christmas, right? I should line up some guest speakers. I haven't got to hang out with Rob because no CES last year. I haven't seen Rob in forever. She just said no. She doesn't want the, crown molding lights are really cool. No, nothing like that. Okay. Do some upgrades to the wLED for Christmas. Yeah, I definitely need, this LED video. Well, it's not playing on my channel, but the wLED video that's usually plays when you first come to my channel is in need of an update for sure, and that's been very, very high on my list. Another thing that we haven't talked about is the screen matching lighting. Do you remember that? We haven't talked about that in a while, and I know that there are some different options. We've talked about Hyperion, did a video about that. We talked about Luciferin, and I've kind of done a stream about that. But there are a couple others that would be worth looking into, including some like off the shelf options. Like I think probably it's worth getting some off the shelf options. And that was one of the companies, I think it was Govee, that I said, I want to review this. Like here I've got people like throwing crap at me and I go to them and say, I want to review this. And they're like, oh, that's not really like a product that we are really pushing right now. So why don't you review this? I was like, okay, whatever. Never mind. My wife lets me do almost anything. I'm blessed. Me too, Peter. Me too. I agree. She's pretty good about it. And I've actually gone through and tried to undo some things that were causing problems. And if we do a smart house or we do the tour of this house, that will be a large part of the topic, because what you'll see is I've taken out quite a few devices. And I started to say this when Frank was talking about energy saving things. So when I started doing Home Assistant stuff, and it's almost, maybe not everybody, maybe others were further ahead than me, but we were still using incandescent light bulbs. So we were using a lot more energy in lighting the house than we currently are, because now every single light bulb in the house is an LED. So the energy savings is a lot less. So things like turning off the lights, which used to be a big deal to save energy, it's still important, but it doesn't make nearly the impact that it did. And what I have found is that I wasn't using the automations to turn off the lights when they didn't need to be on. I had things set up and I tried, and sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't. But as I was analyzing the, troubleshooting and the time I was taking to try and sort out, that switch disconnected from Wi-Fi. Why is that? Got to go fix it. Update this, change that, stuff like that. I started thinking, well, am I really saving myself any money? Am I saving myself any time? And when the answer was no on several of those questions, I started taking some things out. I took out, in fact, the original few Sonoffs that I put in are finally out. I took them out. And I didn't replace them with another smart switch. I just put in a regular switch. But what kind of problems? 3D printing. Oh, yes. That can be solved with Home Assistant. What devices cause problems? Mostly Wi-Fi switches, Gerard. Mostly Wi-Fi switches, light switches. It's hard to say if those really caused the problems, or if they were a larger number of problems, or if it's just because I had more of them, which is probably what it was. I just had more of those light switches. Another thing that I really want to work but has stopped working is my automatic window openers. That is a big one. That really is important to me. Probably though, you know what, Frank? My best energy saving automation is the one that switches between the air conditioning and the whole house fan. It's a whole node red flow that says, what's the temperature outside? Do you want to turn on the fan that just sucks cool air in the house? Or do you need to turn off that fan, close all the windows, and turn on the air conditioner, when it's too hot outside and you want to cool off the house? So, oh, your Wi-Fi switches are the most stable of all? What kind do you have? You must have something better than I have. But so my window opening things, and I think it's just a matter of, it could be, in the house, I've had 3 different window opening things. I've got one in the toy room, which is this upstairs room, which is not very well insulated. I need to work on that. Probably never will. But that one, it opens and closes the window actually that one's got a motor. The one down in the basement that has a linear actuator that opens and closes the window, that one has a broken 3D printed part that I need to just repair. And then the one in the master bathroom. The only one that still totally works is the one in the master bathroom, but it lost its connection to Home Assistant. I haven't been able to reestablish that connection. So I got to probably take the device and bring it up here, reflash it, update it with ESP Home, and then put it back in and see if I can get it working. But yeah, those are things that I would like to fix and that really could be helpful. Sonoff T1 work without any problems for over 2 years now. Nice. The T1s are working fine. I've got one still in my office here and one in each of the kids' rooms, which still are working. Open window, turn off climate, no presents, turn off lights, night alarm, turn the darn stuff off everywhere. Those kinds of things save me money. Yeah, I'm sure they do. sure they do. A lot of turning off a lot of things. Like go to your highest power usage things and decide, when do I need to turn those off? I've become really aware of this, like at the Hobbit house. And it's not necessarily something that we can change because it's more of the comforts that we've grown used to in our civilized society. But the fact that it's cold outside, I'm heating up the house, but then in order to cool the food and the drinks, I have to provide a lot of electricity to the refrigerator. When if I could put the stuff outside, I wouldn't have to do that. Why not just have a door, like a refrigerator that's like got stuff on the outside? I can open a door, like a winter fridge where you put stuff in this fridge. It's got a door on it and it seals off the door so that the heat for the coldness from the outside doesn't get in, but you open up the door and airs all your cold stuff in the wintertime. I don't know. Probably never something that would catch on, but I think it's a good idea. I don't think I've pushed a light switch for over a year now. Nice, Mark. Nice. I have had one really good device in the main bathroom in the house down by the kitchen that does a really good job with the motion sensing. Really good job. And really good job with the motion sensing. But then I updated ESP Home and now the fan stopped working. I'm not quite so sure now. Tasmoda's on version 10 now. Wow. We put something in our heated house to keep stuff cool, right? Isn't that nuts? You think about that, you go, wait a minute. And the same thing with things like I don't think we make enough use of like solar water heating. Why not? Like it's so automatic. It's just so easy and free. So solar water heating is on my list, but I need to live 100 years to get all this stuff done, probably 200 years. Or I just need to stop doing some of these other things, like going to work every day. Oh, let's talk about, I need to plug my sponsor. You know how I am a shill for Banggood, right? Which is more or less true. I do enjoy my free shopping sprees on Banggood. So somewhere in the video description there it is. We've got this. We'll go here for a minute. We'll go here for a minute. This is some solar panels that I got from Banggood, and my plan here is to use them. I initially got them to use. Why is it not going? That's weird. I initially got them to there it is. To put on the RV, and I actually got a lot of them. So I got like 4 of these packs, and they've got a charge controller. So my plan is to connect these to the battery in the RV. That was the initial plan. I think though I may get more use out of them if I put them in on the golf cart. But the problem with that is the golf cart runs on 48 volts. These are 12 or 24 volts, so I can hook up 12 volts, which is what the RV uses pretty easily. So I think, anyways, I'm going to stick these on the roof of the RV so that we can always keep those batteries charged and stuff. Their reviews, these guys, these reviewers that did this, they said they didn't get anywhere near the 300 watts. And I can tell you by the size of these panels that there's no way they're 300 watt panels. There's no way. They're absolutely zero possibility that these are 300 watt panels. So maybe they're Chinese watts. Maybe that's different. But whatever, the point isn't that I guess the point should be, don't say it's 300 watts if it's not 300 watts. But a 300 watt solar panel is not going to cost you $60 anyways. A 300 watt solar panel is what you put on your house, so it's going to be 3 feet wide and 5 feet long. It's going to be a big panel if you're going to get 300 watts out of it. Anyways, I'm going to put these together, and Mark, you are right on. And that's why I thought about if I could put these in series. Now, the problem with that is this charge controller is for 48 volts. Or sorry, for 24 volts. So I would have to have a different charge controller to be able to provide 48 volts. So what I might do, I do have one extra house panel that has broken glass on top, like that got shattered in transport, but it's probably still working. So I can, I think, just, get the glass off, maybe put a piece of plexiglass or put a new piece of glass on, whatever, and put that on top of the golf cart and it will not, I think they come in about 30 volts, but I could just use a buck up converter and provide 48 volts to the solar panel. So I'm going to try that. 300 watts, 1 volt, maybe. You're using the dock idea, but I'm more like, let update just because I can. Oh, inaccurate descriptions say it isn't so. I know, right, Joshua? Like, wait, what? Somebody like, if you're reading this, you're going, oh, great, because I need 300 watts. You know, you don't realize where you're shopping, right? Link to see my Tasmota update button scripts. Awesome. Grab that from Sir Goodenough. Tasmota update button scripts. What have you been doing? One button that updates all 36. That's crazy, man. That's fantastic. Boost converter. That's what you call it. Buck up. Buck up, little camper. Banggood loses it from AliExpress, likely on stock and cost. Yeah, I think you're right. But AliExpress doesn't provide me with free stuff, so I go with Banggood. I love if I could work the same deal with AliExpress. Oh man. I saw an article and a video of a guy who bought one of these AliExpress cars. I would like to make a whole channel just about these things. That one's not it, but these are probably really small. But now, see, these are for kids. Electric vehicles. They sell, oh, come on now. They sell some of the craziest things. Let's just go to vehicle. What the heck? Where are they? Let's just say car. That's not going to do it either. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about. Golf cart. They sell these crazy, they sell like trucks and... Why can I not find them? Let's see. Fun and sports, maybe? Automobiles. Radios, stickers, lighting, brakes. I want like the whole dang car, man. ATVs, RVs, and other vehicles. Come on. Anyways, they have like, I know I've seen them before. I mean, they used to give them to me because I would search for them, so they would give them to me all the time. Or give me links to them. Anyways, I saw a cool... these are all toys. What the heck? Anyway, somebody find me a link. We can talk about it. But I saw a guy who bought one of these like trucks. Utility cart. Trailer. Search electric cars for adults. Vehicles for adults. Eso. Thank you. On Alibaba, well, I don't know. But anyways, this stuff, man, this is the stuff. I would love to buy some of these. In fact, the guy that I was watching, I think he bought this one or something very similar to it. It was $2,000. It was a little electric truck. And by the time he actually got it, he got like battery upgrades. He got it shipped here. He did some updates on some things. It was like $7,000 for the thing. But anyways, and that's what holds me back a little bit is because they're not really what they say. But I know that I've gone through a lot of these and seen some that are like really cool, like people movers, basically like a big golf cart, and maybe it is on Alibaba, but I don't know. I think for putting around the Hoobit hole and stuff, because these you can't take on the streets, not in the U.S. anyways. but I could certainly use it to putt around or to have some fun at the hoobit hole. So let's go to Yeti. See, there's more to this. There's more to this. Yeah, these are toys too. That's funny. I'll have to find it. I'll have to find it another way. But anyways, I just saw those and I saw somebody actually get one and do a review, and I thought, oh, that would be fun. I should do that at some point. But $32,000 shipping. Yeah. Can I clear up something for you, please? I would love to try, Danny. What do you got? What would you like cleared up, my friend? And then what else was I going to do? We could start troubleshooting some of these. We still got an hour. Like, I'm happy to answer questions. Shoot your questions, whatever it is. Come at me with LED questions, home automation questions, medical questions, life lesson questions. Blitzwolf smart plugs. For wLED, when it says number of LEDs, is that a pixel count? It's a node. It's a node. So, well, I guess it is a pixel count. So 1 pixel. Even though, yes, we know there are 3 LEDs inside there, right? The red, the green, the blue. It's not counting those individually. It's counting all 3 of those as 1. So I guess the answer to your question is it's a pixel count. I would have thought of a node the same way, but maybe node you're thinking of is like the red is a node, the blue is a node, the green is a node. It's counting them all as 1. LED singing trees. I don't know how to do an LED singing tree, but I'm sure we got some guys that can. I have not tried the new version of X Lights in forever. I keep saying it's on my list, but in X Lights, that's a good question. I know that go to the Pixel, I don't even have Discord open. In Discord, the pixel heads that reside in the LED lighting DIY channel here, these guys are the masters. They can tell you all about X lights and wLED and getting things working and making things like a singing Christmas tree and stuff. Those dudes are awesome, and they're super kind. They're good dudes, We had a few hiccups in time to time, and I can tell you, you go out to like Facebook or some of the other Christmas light display forums, and it's a bit catty. I don't know how else to say it. People are at each other's throats a bit out there. And we've done, I think, a pretty good job of keeping the Pixel Heads forum in that channel pretty free of that stuff. We had to clean house a little bit and try and help people to not fight about things or not get grumpy about things. And we want to keep it that way. It's funny that there's a TV show called The Great Christmas Light Fight. And it sounds catchy. But when you get into some of these forums and you hear some of these guys griping at each other and stuff, you understand why it's the Christmas light fight. It's not the Christmas light collaboration in some cases. So anyways, do we need a special invite for Discord? No, it's on my Discord. It's on my Discord, Danny. And you can go in there and you join the Discord. You just pop in that channel and you just ask questions. Say hi, be nice, and they'll help you out. They're good dudes. Question, can I change the order of the LEDs? So yes, there is a setting for that. The first thing I would tell you is make sure that you are on the latest version. This is actually a sound reactive version. But make sure that you're on the latest version. Then I think it's in wLED preferences. This one's not the good one to look at because let's go here. Let's go to here. Desk LEDs. Let's go to this. And then, oh wait, this doesn't let me do it. The device. Let's go here. There we go. Visit device. All right. Configuration, and then Oh boy, you bringing that upstairs? Oh, because Mom doesn't want it downstairs?
But we're having
Because we're having friends?
actually girls come over.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Somewhere in here there is a reverse. There's a reverse right there. So under hardware setup, you can reverse it. Ooh, sound reactive support for wLED integration. That's something. Oh, well, I'd say it's a branch. It's a branch, Frank, and this is it. It adds a bunch of new. Effects. I don't remember where the. I guess if we go to info, we should be able to find the version number. Instant list reflex. I'm not sure. But anyways, there's a sound reactive branch, and it's really good. I like it. It works really well. There's a couple of really good effects. Isn't that cute? I need one of you when you're holding the milk.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, when you're holding the milk and the nipple on top. That's what I want. Are you able to answer questions? I'll answer whatever questions. I'll sure give it a try. Messing on Discord. Pookie. Oh. Gosh, I don't know. I can try. You messaged me and I didn't answer you? There you are. Oh boy. Multiple times. Here, just haven't found the right spot. Okay. Missing is with the 2815s and the extra data traveler. I know you said to tie them together, but what about if you want to use the second channel on the Uno? Can that travel through the same set of strips and say split the set in half, or does it have to be completely different set, not connected to the first that are on channel 1? And when I split, does the next set get both data wires connected to channel 2? Okay, I see. I kind of see what you're saying. So the backup data channel, you don't want the backup data channel to be getting a separate input. So you don't want the backup data channel to be on LED 2, on terminal LED 2, because terminal LED 2 is either going to do nothing or it's going to do something different if you tell it to in the hardware settings. And it would be treated as a whole different segment. So if you want to have 2 sets of 2815s coming off of one controller, then you'll take that backup channel and connect it to both backup channels of the first strip will connect to LED 1, both backup channels, both channels, the main one and the backup will connect to one terminal, LED 1. And then your second strip, you would have to connect both of those to LED 2. Do I have to connect the power and ground to the same power and ground out of the controller, or does the power and ground connect to the same power supply suffice? As long as the ground is connected to together. So the ground on the LEDs and the ground on the controller have to be shared. So if it's all from one power supply, then yes, they're shared already. When that really mattered was when we had controllers like a Node MCU, which was running on a 5-volt power supply that was separate from, say, a 12-volt power supply that was running pixels. In that case, you had to make sure to connect the ground. But if you're running them off the same power supply, then they are connected already. Let's see. Can that travel through the same set of strips? No. And say split set in half? No. I don't believe it can. I think what you're saying is, can I use that data traveler to like blindly send some data down the line and then split off somewhere down the road into a different strip and do something different? No, I don't think it can do that. Some of these things, like that's a pretty unique question. That's not something probably a whole lot of people have investigated. I certainly have not tried to do what you're saying. So the thing to do, which would be helpful to everybody, this is kind of the beauty of this kind of a community, is try it. Go try it and let us know what works and what doesn't. And you may break some things. So you kind of be prepared to break things. It's okay. It's okay. The smoke in 99% of the cases, watch Electro Boom. It doesn't hurt most of the time, right? The dude electrocutes himself on purpose and burns things up and it doesn't hurt. That's not saying that you can't burn down your house, because you can. But if you're sitting at your desk and you taking even just a few basic precautions, you're not going to start a fire or make an explosion that's going to blow the roof off your house or something, See you, Martin. Thanks again, buddy. Thanks again for the donation for the Hoobit Hole silver play button. You're a stud. I appreciate you. Have a good day. How do you get sound reactive wLED with a mini Wemos? If you can't do it with a D1 Mini, with an ESP8266, if that's what you're saying. You can't do it with an 8266. Will not work. I cannot imagine that it would be possible at all. You have to use an ESP32. The one that I have is actually running on one of our Pixel Pros, which, thanks to the global chip shortage, we've not been able to make any more of. We're still trying. We're still trying to get parts to be able to make those. There will be more Pixel Pros at some point out there, although I'll change the name. Is there any SIM card enabled ESP32 chip which I can use to control relays and a small camera? I would look for the TT Go or the what is it, the M5? What is it called, guys? The Stack, M5 Stack. So there are some. Look for TT Go, and TT Go makes a whole variety of. Thank you very much for subscribing, Radar. Makes a whole variety of ESP32 based boards. Some have screens on them. Some have SD card slots on them. Some have cameras on them. So there are plenty of those things, and they all come with some firmware which you could try and use. The ability to integrate that into something else like Home Assistant is completely unknown. Sometimes it might work, sometimes it might not. If you want to make the best use of those things and Home Assistant, ESP Home works very well. It works for cameras. It works for the displays. I don't know that I've seen a use for the SD card slots in ESP Home, but I would not be surprised if it's there, and I just haven't had a reason to look at it or use it. But I know TT Go makes a lot of stuff, and their stuff's been pretty good. And then M5 Stack is another one that says some of those things. Is Frank taking off? Thanks, Frank. From Doc. Jorge, how's it going? Live stream with timestamp sound. Oh, sound reactive. Yes, thank you, Larry. Thank you. That's right. Sir Goodenough's been doing our timestamps. Sir Goodenough's been doing timestamps. He's amazing. Thank you, sir. One of the things I need to do is just send a whole box of stuff to Sir Goodenought. He's not gotten enough stuff from me, that's for sure. Work natively, fully local, and I could customize their behavior, making the relay work when connected to Home Assistant is lost. Oh, awesome. I wonder, is it answering? Flash them with ESP Home. There you go. Yep, ESP Home. That's the stuff. With Shelly, yes, I do have it, and I have plenty of experience with Shelly, and I think they make great stuff. I don't know that anybody's had. They're really good at making quality stuff, and they're really expanding. The variety of stuff that they've got out on the market in the last 2 years is pretty remarkable. They do. You got to make sure that you know what you're doing when you connect some of their things, because the way that they do some of their stuff, like their switching and stuff, is not always low voltage, and you got to make sure you're following their wiring diagrams. It seems to have been a popular thing to do, to put pictures of burnt up Shelly devices on Facebook and stuff. I've not had any of their devices fail on me like that, but clearly some people have. I think in most cases it was a matter of the device not being understood and being used wrong, being wired wrong. There's probably some cases where a component failed or whatever, but they're really good. Shelly is great. I would totally support Shelly 1000%. And there is no point in reflashing. Absolutely true. Mark is right. You can leave their app. You can leave the app that they have on there, and it's got integrated. Well, there's really good integration in Home Assistant now too, but it used to be you could just do it with the MQTT or something, but you don't even need to do that anymore. No, Shelly is awesome. And every once in a while, Dimitar will say hi, and he said, I felt bad. He said something to me. Did we make you upset? Do you not like us now? I'm like, no, man, you guys are awesome. I just haven't done, product videos much lately at all. I've kind of been in what time I can carve out. I've been basically just hitting hard on LEDs for a year and a half now. I mean, we've done a really good job of kind of we've created a business. We've created a little company where we're providing things to give people the tools, the ability to do these Christmas lights on their house or holiday lights at a quarter or less of the cost of some of these big companies that will come out and do it for you. So I think that's a pretty good achievement. That's a pretty remarkable achievement. And we're still really small. I mean, it's me, it's RGB Mike doing a lot of shipping and stuff for PermaTrack at least. And then it's, my kids, and then I've hired a neighbor to come help pack some stuff, and make sure that we're getting things out as fast as we can. But wLED Beta does virtual network buses, DDP. And Ryan, I've heard something like that. I don't know what it means though. I'm looking for something that can run with a SIM so I don't need to have a Wi-Fi connection to an outdoor area, Raspberry Pi Zero. A SIM card. Oh man. Wait, did you say SIM card? I thought it was SD card we were talking about. Making it better like you always do. Great to see you starting to mess around with Frigate, Deep Stack, Double Take. Oh, those are the AI stuff. The AI stuff. Lewis is good about that. I liked. I haven't got to watch it, but I saw that Hookup Rob posted a video about how to do the automatic reauthentication stuff with SIM card. Whoops, sorry, homies. I was talking about SD card. I don't know of an ESP32 with a SIM card in it. You want something that's going to connect to 4G or whatever. I still have. It stopped working, and I think it's because my SIM card ran out of data, and I haven't got a new one. But this Reolink camera, it's expensive as heck, but it's pretty nice to have. Well, you know what? I wonder if you could do. What about an old phone? What about an old phone or an old tablet that can do like a 4G SIM card, and you can use the camera? There's ways you can make those cameras run as if they were webcams or something like that. Does TTGo have something? Okay, good. Wireless module, GPS antenna. Oh, sweet. There you go. ESP32 and LoRa for long range. You betcha. What else were we talking about? We were making good progress on our topics list for 12 streams of Christmas and for 12-hour stream. What else we got? A bunch of add-ons that need maintenance. Home Assistant Core recently spent tons of hours on Tuya integration. Zigbee to MQTT a bit. Bunch of integrations. My agenda is full. How could the old phone connect to relays? Oh, maybe it can't. Sorry. I forgot that part of your criteria, Home Ace. So this is interesting. I'm curious to hear your whole plan. So you want to have a camera that's connected to 4G, right, or something, right? Cell signal and relays. So were you talking about the deep stack and stuff too? So are you going to have this camera like recognize something and act on it, and when it's disconnected from the network? Even you got some wheels turning. That's a project hatching. That's a crazy old Maurice kind of idea you got brewing under all that, right? You don't ask for something like that to just do basic stuff. Well, what are you doing? What do you got brewing? Because it sounds pretty interesting. Under cabinet lighting, so one effect extends multiple different controllers. You don't have to connect data lines together, so it's seamless. Oh, I have noticed that the sync seems to be working pretty easily now. There was a time where the wLED sync was not behaving as I would expect it to, but it is now. Sure seems to be. What are all the sliders? Oh yes, this is because this is a sound reactive version, Mr. Fixers. This is a sound reactive version. So there are multiple sliders, and it has to do with like the gain and the whatever else what goes along with sound. Gain and I can't remember the words, but that's what it's about. It's controlling the microphone and how the LEDs react to the microphone. Huge fan. Thank you. I will quit hijacking DrZz's show for now. Oh, you're all good, Todd. You keep chatting with Frank. You're not hijacking anything. For 4G, why not use a wireless hotspot that works on a USB cable? Yeah. So it's a basic camera. Just to confirm my relays are working, I'm planning on having a few relays for simple lights. I would like visual confirmation that the lights are up. Oh, okay. Squelch. There you go. Squelch, FFT. I don't know what FFT means. Ordered PermaTrack and having trouble arranging to pick it up. Can you help? So, Diane, the thing to do is just say, I'm coming at this time on this day. And then if he doesn't reply, just show up. The nice thing is, if he doesn't have the stuff right there, the storage place where we do keep all this stuff is a couple miles away. So if you've come from far away, it might, if he's not ready, if he doesn't have it there, it might only take a few minutes. We've been trying to shrink down the number of emails that have to go back and forth, because every time somebody has to wait for an email, it's a day or a couple days. And so rather than, hey, what time can I pick up? Oh, anytime's fine. What time do you want to come? Is tomorrow okay? Yeah, tomorrow will be fine. What time? Go back and forth. Just say, I'm going to come tomorrow, 3:00. Be ready. And then if he's not, then the storage place isn't far away. Mike doesn't go very many places. So as long as he's in the vicinity, he can get it to you. But I do definitely want you to be able to pick up your stuff, and I want you to be able to pick it up efficiently. Are you coming from far away? I only worry that if somebody comes from a half hour, it's not a big deal. If somebody comes from 2 hours away to pick up, and then they knock on the door and nobody answers or something, that's what I worry about. But that would be a pretty rare case. Why does AdGuard block your YouTube? How do I fix this in Home Assistant? Oh gosh, Cisco. I stopped using AdGuard. Or was it AdGuard I was using? Or something like that. I think it was. Why does it block my YouTube? I don't know. There's probably, I don't remember the settings in there. I know Frank uses it a bit or has, and some of these other guys might. If there may be a whitelist that you could put in and tell it to not block YouTube would help. It may be blocking because I have to disable it so I can watch a video. Yeah, look for some sort of a whitelist. It blocks ads. So maybe what it's blocking is because I have ads. Parental controls, not considered family friendly. You know me. Crude as they come. Me and Dave Chappelle. Uninstall AdGuard will fix it. Don't do that. Have to get started on some projects before the kids start coming. Happy Halloween, all. Thanks. See you, Ryan. Have a good day. Did the shipment get there? No, the shipment hasn't come yet. It's good enough. It hasn't come yet. I'm hoping, we wanted to have, we had about half of the devices, about half of, not even half of what we wanted to get as far as PermaTrack. We kind of had an idea of how much we wanted to have on hand. And what we had was about half of that, and we sold it all. I think there's a few boxes left. We're kind of scrounging and taking boxes that were kind of damaged and piecing things together to try and come up with a few more boxes to get a few more people out. But hopefully. Driving 2 hours from Logan. Don't want to drive that far for nothing. Okay, I got you, Diane. I got you. Well, at least especially if you want to come like short notice, just still give him a time and say, reply to let me know that this time is okay, rather than, can I come tomorrow? Yeah, you can come tomorrow. What time? Go back for it. Just say, I'm going to come tomorrow at 3:00. I need confirmation that you'll be there. Something like that. Okay. And then, I can try and, if you send it to sales@PermaTrack, I also see it. So, I can prod him, make sure he's going to be there. I'm pretty sure he's in town. I usually know when he's not home, and he's been there. Believe me, he's not going anyplace. Safe search toggle driving. Yeah. Okay. Forwarded. Logan, we do have a guy that does a lot of installs up there in Logan. And I wish if I had my freedom to go to the Hobbit House whenever I wanted, I would bring it to you. Because the Hobbit House is only about 30 minutes from Logan. You could go up there and see the Hobbit House. Forwarded all DNS traffic. Okay, what are you fixing there? Perhaps I can hit you up later. SIM card options. Awesome. Should we, should we test some of these, pick these controllers? Should we test them live? I kind of thought that might be a good exercise to go through because it may shed some light for some people who are struggling with their controllers. I did make a discovery yesterday that I didn't really think was a thing, or I didn't really think about it, but I was checking out a couple of quads, Dig quads, and the Dig quads, the guy's like, hey, I'm not getting any output to the light. I'm not getting any output to the lights. I'm not getting any output to the lights. I was like, that's funny. So I hook it up, and sure enough, I'm not getting any output to the lights. And like, that is just crazy. Like, what could be going wrong? Everything else is working. I moved the power that was going from the quad out to the LEDs. I moved it to a different terminal. Well, it was actually I moved it from the first terminal to the second terminal. It still didn't work. I moved it to the third terminal, and it worked. So all it was the first fuse that was out. Because I think the first terminal and the second terminal are both connected to the first fuse. Something like that. Anyways, once I took a few fuses out and connected it to ones that had good fuses, and it worked. Making chapters on long streams should now be simple with YouTube transcript features. It's also a great way to search through streams. Awesome. I need to get transcript. Does it do that automatically? I'll have to look into that, homies. So Goodenoug's been doing a bang up job on that. I'm actually really surprised and a little disappointed that the last stream, was it last weekend? When I went through the process for designing and troubleshooting a permanent setup, hasn't had a lot of views. Maybe what I need to do is take that live stream and use the same topics, just make it smaller. It's available on any video. Just open the video. Oh, cool. All right. So, yeah, let's check it out. So what I've got here, let me turn on my camera down here. What I've got here is some 12 volt pixels and some 5 volt pixels in a little bundle. This just makes it easy to be portable. I should probably make these wires a little bit longer, but these are my 12 volt lights. These are my 5 volt lights. So I can check different things. Got a little bit of power here. We'll start by checking the 5 volt stuff. I'll see what devices look like it would make sense to check. A lot of these look like really old Unos. So we got one Pixel Pro here. We got a lot of these old Unos, and some of these maybe have never even been really used. I don't know if these are really bad or if they're just. I got a lot of them. Oh, here's a quad we could test. This one's probably not. This looks like the first generation of the. This might have just been a demo. That might not be something that somebody returned to me. Then we've got a lot of these, and I'm not sure that these are even. See, I don't even think these are tested and returned. Some of these might just be ones that we made that we never sold. But either way, I still need to check and make sure that they work, right? Should put furls. I know. All my furls and my furl crimper are all up at the Hobbit house. But what I have done is I've just tinned them. I put some solder on the end. So they're a little bit better than just loose, free wires. Just got home from work. Daylight savings has delayed me to the show. Dang it, daylight savings. Curse you, daylight savings. Okay. Got some power here. We'll test a few of these. What time we got? We got a half hour. So I'll keep answering questions. We'll test a few of these and see what we can see. All right. So there we go. Let's just test one of these and just see what goes on. I think these have just never been used. What are we doing today? 50 for safety reasons. Oh, wait, what do we got here? Last week's stream you said PermaTrack has 5 holes per foot. Should that be 6 holes per foot? 30 holes per 5 feet. Oh, did I say it wrong? They're 2 inches apart, and I know there's not inches. They're 2 inches apart, and there are no holes at the ends. And I know for sure that there are 30 in 5 feet. So maybe the way they're spaced, they're 2 inches apart. But probably my math is probably wrong, Diane. It's probably wrong. Oh, hey, this is a good time to bring this up. Thank you very much, Chris, on the play button. So many other YouTubers streamed this morning. Congrats. Who else streamed? Who did I miss? So Diane, I'll bring this up and for you guys too. So PermaTrack has been in 5 foot lengths, which turns out has been actually like 59 inches instead of 60. So it's not been quite 5 feet. And we've had people that are like, I needed exactly 50 feet. So I bought one box and now I'm like 10 inches short. Dang it. Okay. So that's one topic. The other thing that we're throwing around is the boxes that we have. Well, when you get over 4 feet, when you get a box that's over 4 feet long, you fall into a new category of oversized package. And if we get the boxes to be 4 feet or less, but 4 feet will work, that will save a decent amount of money on shipping. So we are in the process of going through some design changes for next year. For next, we won't make any changes to what's coming. But we're going to change it again and probably shrink the size of the boxes by a foot so that we can save on that shipping. So that would mean and another thing we might do when we do that is change how many pieces of track we put in each box. We have a lot of people who, we right now we're selling it in 50 feet, right? 10 5-foot lengths. So 50 feet at a time. So some people might need 190 feet or 180 feet and or 160 feet is the more bigger problem. So now you need 10 more feet. You just need like 2 more pieces of track. And you got to buy a whole box and have 8 extra pieces of track. We don't want to get in the process of opening them and trying to put new pieces of track and smoothing things around because it opens up a whole bunch more possibility for mistakes. We make enough mistakes as it is. If we start opening boxes of track and swapping things out, we're going to make more mistakes. So we're thinking about shrinking the track down to 4 foot lengths, or it'll be a little bit less than 4 foot because we have to make the box 4 foot. So we want a little bit of length, a little bit of flex on each side. So we're going to shrink the length of the track down, and then we'll probably shrink the number of tracks that we put in each box as well. So logistics is awful. Using even numbers, it allows for greater flexibility. If PermaTrack was 1 meter lengths, you wouldn't 1 meter. I wish we could do a meter, but maybe that's what we should do. Maybe we should do meters. So much of it we sell is in the US though, so people don't think meters as much as I wish they would. They just don't. Make it easier for modular handling and repair. We've done a really good job. Should have been clear. 160-foot run, about 250 pixels. I'm doing pixels on my house for the first time. What controller should I pick? The Uno. Uno and a Meanwell power supply for me. Yes. Totally. Nope, you don't need any more. 250 pixels is a drop in the bucket. You can do a whole lot more than that. We've had this question a lot too with how many pixels can I run off a controller? And we've been kind of going by rules of thumb, like there was a software limit at one point on wLED to 1500 pixels. But then now it seems like it's 1,500 per output. And now we've got, like the Uno, which is really a duo, can actually do 2 outputs, which means each output can have 1,500. So now you can have 3,000 off of one Uno, or a quad can have 6,000 potentially. So I talked to RGB Mike, and I said, I need like a few thousand pixels just to test, because I want to put 2,000 pixels or 3,000 pixels on a Dig Uno and see what happens. Because I'm not maybe Quindor's done that. I haven't. I've put 1,000 and it works fine, but I haven't gone above that. So I want to see what that is. I'll pick a meter. Let's do meters. I'm all for that. I'll talk to RGB Mike, and I think it makes a lot of sense. And then basically we'll call it 40 inches, and have it go 10 meter boxes. So if we do, then how many pieces of track we put in? 10 meter boxes. So put 10 of those tracks in there. Yeah, sure. That's, it's probably what we'll do. It's probably what we'll do. Although we'll look at it and see because that would be how many, because I got to think in feet to help me out. But you'd still be 50, 40 feet. You'd be a little bit less than 40 feet per box, which is a little bit better. The smaller that we put in the boxes, the easier it is for people to get the amount that they need, and not a whole bunch of extra. So I'm definitely going to propose the 1 meter length, and maybe we'll just do our part to force all the heathens in the United States to start using metrics. Hey, what was that? My fail. Why did my fail just fly by? I didn't fail. Yeah, and 4 feet does make it even that much easier for people to handle. We've worked it out with the pixel manufacturer guy to also give us packs of pixels that are cut to the length of one piece of track with connections on both ends. Mike wanted to do that a lot. He really wanted to do that a long time ago. And I was like, I don't think we need it. We've done it, and the response has been really positive. People really like the idea of you've got 30 LEDs in a piece of track, 30 pixels in a piece of track. So here's a pack of pixels with 30 pixel strings. So you buy 10 30 pixel strings with one box of track. So you get exactly the right number of pixels for that box of track, and they're in length so that you can pop them all in and then go up all just at one time and put them in, connect them, and you're ready to go on to the next one. So yeah, it beats the way that I did it on that one video when we first did it back with Jaron, because we had 50-foot lengths of, or whatever they were, of pixels and 5-foot lengths of track. So the pixels were kind of hanging down, and you had to put the pixels in while you were hanging the track up. And so this makes it a lot easier to just do all that stuff on the ground. You could do it on the ground. You could test it on the ground. Then you just disconnect it and go up and put it up. So it is better. It is definitely better. So, but we changed this to a 30 meter or a 1 meter lengths. We'll have to also, sell pixel pushers. Yeah. Pixel pliers, sore hands. Yeah. But we'll have to change that, but that's not a problem. We can make that change too, easy enough. So, okay, let's test the controller here. I need my glasses. I took my glasses off my stand here. Now I don't. Oh, they're there. Phillips, you already stole your concept for 3 times the price. Oh, have they? Which concept did they steal? The pixel thing? I saw something at Lowe's. Somebody showed something that was being sold at Lowe's for, putting on trees and putting on stuff. We talked about it. We talked about, like, do we even bother to try and go after something like Home Depot or such contracts, and decided no. We decided no. We decided we're going to keep on doing it this way because, for one, we're not set up to do that at this point, and it wouldn't even be worth. Like, we're not trying to. When I say we're not trying to, like, take over all of the possible avenues for people to get these lights on their house. I think there will soon be some out of the box kits that people can go to Home Depot or Lowe's and buy. And maybe when that happens, we'll have a hard time competing. I kind of doubt it still, because they're going to have to, their infrastructure, their corporate whatever is going to be so much more expensive than ours. Their sort of overhead and stuff, that they're not going to be able to sell things for the price that we can sell them. And then we're DIY guys, and we want to sell to the DIY community. So as long as there are DIY guys out there that would rather buy something from guys like us instead of Home Depot or Lowe's, we're going to do fine. That's how I see it. Okay, so I'm going to do 12 volts here. Let's make sure. Okay, we're on 12 volts. We're on 12 volts. And ground and plus. There's plus. This is going to spark a little bit. Oh, it doesn't have the controller in it. I hesitate to even let these D1 minis go out to the world, but for, as a gift or as a very cheap alternative, boom. There we go. Boom. There's some sparks for you. Who wanted to see sparks? So that's that. And then my phone is not up here, so I can't connect probably to the wLED thing and control them, but this one seems to be working, and it's working on the 12 volts. We can switch it to 5, but if it's working on 12, that pretty much tells me what I really, really care about. wLED, this really usually doesn't work. What pin number for the LED output on the 8266? Pin 2. Pin 2. Pin 2 on the 8266. Oh, is it working? I don't think. Oh, no, it's not connected. What is it doing? My phone's been able to do this fine, but not always the... What is with the Stream Deck? Ignore the stream. Oh, you guys don't even see it. That's good, because it's doing weird things. Yeah, if I had my phone. It's not going to work. It's only seeing the first LEDs, and there's 3. Oh, no. It's not only seeing the first LEDs. You got to change the LED count. What am I actually doing right now? I'm testing this. I'm trying to connect to the wLED Wi-Fi, which my computer never really likes to do. Let's see if I can use this device. Got an old phone here. If I could get it to turn on. Oh yeah, it finally connected. Yay. Okay. Okay, great. So this is an old version of wLED, is it? Let's see. To the controls. So this is on an 8266. Oops. It's on an 8266, and you changed it to 30, and it's still not working? Do you have segments set up at all? Make sure you don't have segments set up. D4, which is, yeah, GPIO2. Yeah, this is an older version. So because this is connected to 12 volt lights right now, and it's set up to do, it's connected to 2811s, and it's set up for 2812s. We need to do that so that we get orange light instead of green light. Okay, that's one thing. But this basically, this is going to be one of those. This will be one of those that we would sell as a, this is a simple older controller that we really don't need. So wLED 12 8266 bin, update that. And then I think this one's ready to go. We can switch it to the 5 and double check it. Love watching it all get set up. That's crazy. What would make it only... And you're sure it's 30 LEDs and there's 300. Let me see what else you got here. What pin? Let me think what else might be going on. What else might be going on? Marshmallow Man. All right, we'll forgive you. Been trying to make a realistic flickering candle porch light. Any good effects besides flicker? There's a fire flicker. There's a fire flicker. Let's see. Ooh, it didn't like that. I wonder if it changed the... Maybe when it reboots, it'll do it. I wonder if it changed the output. Yep, nope, it's good. Okay, it's just rebooting. Okay. Now we'll have to do it again. And hopefully it'll still connect. LED access point, connect. Oh, it connected a lot easier that time. That's good. How we doing? Oh, I got 10 more minutes is all. To the controls. Yeah, what else would make that happen? So this you've got set. That shouldn't change it. Looking sharp, buddy. Oh, I love your tie. This is always a problem. Oh, is it here? Did you change? You got to check and make sure that you changed it here and that it changes here as well. Okay, home ace. It shouldn't. It should automatically. Like if you change this to 100, save it, and go back in. It should update automatically down here. But if you change it, if it's still 30 up here at the top, and you change it down here to 100, that's not going to work. They're the same. They both say 300. Dang it. Yeah, so see, that wouldn't work. If this was one number and this was a higher number, that wouldn't work. Huh. Okay, let's go back to this. Let's go back to the flicker for a minute while we think about that. Have you talked to Quindor? Del Slogos? Got the wrong guy. I heard my name, but nope. Oh, Home Ace. I'm sorry, Home Ace. I meant to talk to somebody else. Hey everyone, just to let Justin know about the 11 sacrificial pixel cannot be used. Oh, 6812s. Oh, it doesn't use the same protocol. Okay. Thank you, Timbo. So somebody asked me. Thank you very much, Timbo, for following up on that. That's really cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. Somebody had asked me, can you use a sacrificial pixel if you're running 6812s? And I said, hopefully I said, I don't know. And the answer is no. Timbo has come back and said no. So you could probably use another 6812, take your last 6812 off the end and put that next to your controller, and then you can jump your gap, and then you can go on with your strip. That might work. Did I get one of those high-power LED beam lights that shine up into the sky at the Hobbit Hole? No, but I need one. Does Banggood sell one? Okay, let's go to the controls. Let's look at, I want to just look at the effects here because somebody's asking about a nice, so there's this candle effect, but it kind of just does a sort of a pump like that. So there's candle, and then I think you were talking about, see, fire flicker. I thought fire flicker was pretty good. As long as you're not looking directly at them. It's a little bit more variable. There is fire, which you have to really play with this to get it to work, depending on the... So this is doing this crazy because it thinks that there's a lot more pixels than there are. So if you do the fire effect, you got to do the right number of pixels, which in this case, I only have like, what, 8? I have 8. And then now the settings are just really screwy. Yeah, you gotta figure out what works for your fire. None of these are working very good. This is crazy. I think fire's not real good. This fire's not great for pixels. It's better for a strip where the LEDs are more dense. They're closer together because it doesn't look very good like that. I use the fire flicker. I actually use that around my desk lights, and I like it. It's pretty good. So there's fire flicker, there's candle multi, which is probably also pretty good. So there are a couple other options. Candle, it seems like they all do the same thing, right? So that's if it's one pixel or one LED. They all are kind of dimming and changing the same all the way through. Candle multi, they're all doing the same effect, but they're doing it at different times. So each pixel is kind of its own little candle, which is the best effect probably for that. And then the fire flicker, it's a bit more harsh. It's a bit more of a harsh change in the color. It's not just a varying in the brightness. It looks more like it's a change. Set the color to orange and use the fire effect. I think I am on. Oh, that orange. Well, that orange doesn't show up as very orange. That color looks really weird. Oh, I know what? It's not orange. That's because of my dark mode. Yeah, we're not picking orange. That should be orange, which is about where we were. Anyways, then play with the speed. I mean, that looks pretty good. That's candle multi. That's candle multi. It does look pretty good. Currently got the lightning effect going for LEDs. It goes great with a Halloween graveyard in the front yard. Trick-or-treaters love it. Awesome, Tony. That's awesome. Here for the last bit of the stream, Nicholas. Thank goodness you're here. Thank goodness you're here. Okay, so I think we can put this controller into the pile. Should we check it for 5 volts? Let's check this one for 5 volts first. Power off. Now, this has the jumper, right? Okay, I changed my power supply to put out 5 volts. I know it's now only putting out 5 volts. These old ones still have the jumper. I don't know how many of these have. I bet you I've got 20 or so. Some of them don't have an ESP device on them at all. But again, these are going to be GIFs or pretty much GIFs. I don't mean GIFs as in like internet GIFs. Okay, let's get stuff those in there. And, oh, these aren't going to, that's not going to work. These are 12 volt lights. These have to be 5 volt lights. Okay, around. I like to just stick these in there and not have to screw them down. I can feel a little resistance and I'm confident that it's at least making connection. Okay, put that back on there. Okay. Yeah, 5 volts. Should be good. Oh. And they're green now because this was set to the other, whatever, the other RGB color order. So now I'm going to connect to it again. It seems like whatever was going wrong with connecting to my network for wLED has been fixed. Blade is here. Blade, you're about an hour late, buddy. We said Node Red like over an hour ago. You're slacking. Am I planning to do a 12? Yes, I am, Nicholas. Yes, I am. And in fact, I might as well start putting them on the calendar. We don't want to be left. We don't want to have, something like last time where we ran out of days to do it and stuff. No. Oh, is the strip okay? Try another strip. Yeah, that might be it too. Thank you, Sir Goodenough, for continuing to help Del Slogos. I really want that to be. You thought you were late, Marshmallow. I thought I was late. Is there a fuse in that board that you don't destroy it completely when doing something wrong? There is a fuse on this board, but it does not stop you from destroying things completely. It stops you from destroying some things, but not everything. It's a constant teeter-totter. Use multiple dig-quads with X lights and wLEDs. Yes, you certainly can. Ikafar's here. Happy Halloween, everybody. Thank you, sir. How are you? Let's go back to the controls and we'll make these lights, we'll make these turn back to the right color. But anyways, it seems to be working. Everything seems to be good here. So this controller can certainly go into the pile that will get into the release pile, the checked and working pile. There's a nice candle effect for you. So fun, good times. Okay, great. Let's turn this one off. Pull that out. Pull those out. This one is good to go. All right. Here's one. Let's try another one that has. This one's got an older thing on it. Looks good here. I think again these are probably ones that are. They were fine. They just never made it. Whether I think maybe we had them left over and we transitioned over to the new versions, and so I just kind of set them off to the side or something, or we were still making them and we converted over to the new version, so we stopped. We didn't really put them into circulation at that time, but we're gonna. It's not it. These poor little devices are waiting to brighten someone's day. Oh, it's 1 o'clock. I'm gonna have to go in a minute. Ooh, now that's no bueno. So this one, we're on 5 volts. We got 5 volts over there, but look at those lights are white. Those lights should not be white. Those lights should be orange or green at least. So first thing I'm going to check is I'm going to take off that D1 Mini and I'm going to put on a different D1 Mini that I know is working. Because when I see white on the LEDs like that, the first thing I think of is they're not getting any data signal. Sometimes if you just connect them to an Uno like this, they basically just getting power straight through, or they're getting a data signal that just says turn on all the pixels max, right? Or turn on all the LEDs max, right? So if this comes on and they're green or they're orange, then this D1 Mini is probably bad. Yep, look at that. Now they're orange. So that means this guy is probably bad. So these are like $2. I hate to even spend any time trying to salvage them, but we might as well, right? We'll do this one thing as we're getting ready for sign off. And that is to try and reflash this. Oftentimes if the D1 Mini is bad, it's totally bad, it won't flash. And one should have been my first guess, or my first clue here, is that there's no light on it. Oh man, that's really hard to get that in there. Oh. See, the light doesn't come on this thing. So I would be shocked if this thing even flashes. So let's go down here. Let's try, where's my install wLED? Right there. Okay, we're going to install, and it's not even showing up. It's not even showing up, and I know that I have it connected to a wire that has data. So this is a clear case of a trashable D1 Mini here. So let's fry it, shall we? You guys want to see some smoke? We're gonna end the show today with some smoke. Okay. I think otherwise I'll have to keep testing this one just to make sure that the 12 volt side works. So I'm not gonna put this one in the good pile yet, because I have to check 12 volts. I don't want to do that right now because I do got to get ready to go. But we are going to destroy this this D1 Mini. Okay. You guys ready for that? You want to do that? I know you do. I know you want to see some smoke. Let's do some fireworks. Basically, what I will do here is I'm going to connect this D1 Mini to my power supply, and I'm going to crank up the voltage until it explodes. Okay? Okay. So we're going to just connect this guy. We'll connect ground to ground. Wish there was a different ground because that's right next to the positive, but it'll be okay. And again, if we short it out, I mean, that's kind of what we're trying to do anyways, right? Okay, and then we're going to connect the positive over here. Okay. And now, let's release the magic smoke. Let us release the magic. We've done this before. I don't know if you guys remember. We did this at one of the 12 streams of Christmas. I might have been 2 years ago or whatever. But we just said, let's see what happens if you hook up 12 volts to this. And boom. This seems totally safe, right, Marshmallow? Totally. All right, so there's 5 volts. No big deal. Should be able to take 5 volts. Okay, that's 9 volts. Nothing. 14 volts. You know what it probably is there's already some tracing that's broken inside. Whoa, whoa. Did you see that? Woo! Ah, smells good. Okay. Well, that was fun, huh? It's already been done on that one. Yep, it has. Okay. Woo! That was fun. We had fire and smoke. Wow. How the heck did I end up on Electro Boom, right? Yeah, no kidding. Okay. Well, everybody, that's it. I'm going to sign off. I hear my kids downstairs doing something else. Hit it one more time. No. Again. No. You can go back and watch it. You can go back and watch it. Everybody saw it burning but me, right? I'm like explaining why it's probably not burning and it's burning while I'm not even watching. Oh my gosh. Do it again. I'm sure we'll get another opportunity to do it again. I'm not going to do it again today. All right, but I'm going to sign off by myself today, okay? Because I know Justin started the fire. It was always burning. Okay. Smells good in here. Anyways, guys, thanks for being here. Next week, I'm pretty sure I'll be here. Yeah. Yep, we'll be back regular studio at home here, not Hoobit Hole next week. So be ready. It'll be this time. Yeah, that was only 14 volts. That was my next step, was going to go to 24, but I didn't have to do that. Send the corpse to Big Clive, huh? Is he going to dissect it? Tell me where it burnt? I think what we saw was probably a copper strip turn into a fuse. That's what I think we saw. Anyways, see you next week. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time, adios. Thanks for helping me get to 100,000. It was all you guys.